If you've ever felt like you've lost everything and you had no idea who you were anymore, you're not alone. That's me right now. Have you ever hit a point where you thought, who am I without this? I have, about 1,000,000 times over the last several months, and it hits hard. Last week, I shared that AI took my business of over 16 years. That video was so scary to post, but the responses that I've had and the feeling that I got from posting that and from just letting all of this pent up honesty and struggle out of me felt so good. And I'm really hoping that I'm finding people out there who are going through similar situations and who want to do it together and not alone. The whole reality of this situation for me is extremely messy. There's nothing pretty about it. I am figuring things out as I go along. There is no perfect plan. The thing that I've realized that is most important, though, is one thing that I am committing to doing day in and day out is action forward, movement, motion. Anything to help me figure things out right now is what I'm committed to. I don't sit still. I don't stay in bed too long. I don't cry all day, although I do cry many days, and I do let it out, and I believe in letting it out, but I won't let that dictate my entire day. At some point, I get back to crunch time. I go into soul searching mode. I start to figure things out. I research the heck out of any ideas that I do have. Recently, I was brainstorming a new idea, and at first it seemed really exciting and as though it could be my next move. And this has happened several times over the last many months. And what typically happens is I go explore this idea and then I get discouraged, or I get really scared with how much work might be involved in building that. And then I go right back to square one in feeling so badly about what has happened to my writing business. I already built something from the ground up. Why should I have to do it all over again? Why should I be the one that this had to happen to? All these feelings of almost self-pity, and then it goes into self-doubt and like, can I really start over? Can I rebuild? Can I reinvent myself at the age of 43? Can I? I'll tell you one thing, I don't know if it's going to be possible, but I've realized something, that I'm never going to give up. And I said that in my other video too, and it's so true about me. It's not in me to give up. I'll never give up. I will go to the grave trying to reinvent myself over and over and over again. And I'm trying to train myself into thinking that there's nothing shameful in that. There's only courage in that. And I want you to feel the same. If you're going through something similar, I feel you. And there is so much doubt, and it's so scary to try something new. But here I am. I want to lay it all out on the table and be honest and be real and create a channel here where we can have open and honest conversations all the time. And the kinds of conversations that are often too scary to have, I want to have them. That's the only way that we're going to move forward. There was another situation recently where I have these ideas, I try to explore them, just like I was saying with the other one. And then another roadblock that I will experience in this whole process is comparison. The devil, and social media and all these avenues we have online do not help us in this regard, because what happens when we start comparing ourselves to other people who are way further along in their particular journey? We compare, we feel horrible about where we're at. We get shoved right back into negative mind territory where we have no control over those spinning thoughts that our mind will take us through. And it perpetuates our feelings of failure and self-doubt. And it's not helping anything. So if you find yourself in that realm of comparing to someone else who's just way further along, remind yourself it's not fair. It's not fair for us to do that right now. And I try to remind myself, you don't know what that person that you're comparing yourself to, you don't know what they've already been through. They might have already rebuilt several times. They might already have been where you and I find ourselves now. You never know. And you can't put that assumption on. Like, everything is not hunky dory for everybody. We all go through struggles. We all go through challenges. Now it's our time to rebuild and reinvent. And I believe that we can do it. Another big thing that I wanted to share that I've been realizing has been happening to me, especially over the last several weeks, is I wake up in the morning and I'm lying there and my eyes are closed and I'm in my bed, and at first everything feels fine. And then I remember what I'm going through, and my heart and stomach flip up into my throat, and I feel awful. And all those feelings of, oh my goodness, how am I going to do this another day? How am I going to figure this out? And yet I have to figure this out. What's my next move? What's my next play? And my mind will just start to race. Have you ever felt something like this? Are you currently going through this? Does it happen when you wake up? Is it before you go to bed? At what point in the day do you feel that sinking feeling of what you're going through? You're not alone. And that's a tough one. The only way that I have discovered that I can get through those moments is I don't lie in bed for a single second longer. I catapult myself off that pillow and out of bed, and I get going and I get moving and I wash my face and I brush my teeth and I put on my makeup, because yeah, you know what? Makeup makes me feel better these days about myself. And I don't wear makeup for other people. I tell my kids this all the time. I don't wear makeup for other people. I wear makeup for me. Figure out the little things that make you feel good and as confident and ready and willing to tackle each day as possible. Do those things, no matter how stupid and insignificant and silly they might seem to other people, or maybe even to yourself in your own head sometimes. Do those things that make you feel capable of conquering this next day. And I'm right there with you. So I want to share that I'm trying to make this all very honest, very raw, very together in this. And if you are rebuilding too, I want this whole space to feel like home. Like we're two friends chatting with one another and trying to lift each other up. There's no judgment, there's no fake, there's no filters here. Just real talk and real connection and real forward motion as we battle this. Subscribe if you want to follow this journey with me in real time. And drop a comment if you're in the middle of something and you want to share it. I'd really love to hear it, just so I can also feel like I'm not alone. Thanks for being here.